Hi, it's Brad. Logan. John.
And David, director of Fury. These guys are my cast.
Having played a tank crew, we want to show our support for the Invictus Games and our wounded warriors.
It's going to be a really inspiring...
Brad Pitt has a message for competitors in London's Invictus Games. Bring it on! He released this video featuring co-stars of his upcoming movie Fury to support the athletes.
98 of America's wounded warriors are among those preparing for the games this morning. Athletes from 13 nations will take on sports like basketball, cycling, swimming, and archery. Jan Crawford sat down with some of the heroes from Team USA.
These men and women are among America's most accomplished athletes.
100 meter.
Their sacrifice and perseverance almost unimaginable. They are wounded veterans, and after serving America, this week in London they will compete for America against other wounded veterans at the first ever Invictus Games. Invictus means unconquered, and that is exactly what these games will represent, says Sergeant Major Chris Self, who lost his leg after being shot in Iraq and is now captain of Team USA.
It's just telling everybody that, hey, you know, we can overcome. And if we can do it, then those that are sitting at home watching or those that are sitting at home reading about it, they can do it too.
Gathered together near Washington as a team before leaving for London, theirs is a story of determination. Sean Cheshire is a tandem cyclist and runner. A former paramedic, she's also blind, the result of a fall while transporting a patient.
I believe that we're sending the message to the world that, you know, here we are, you know, we may be injured, we may be broken, we cannot be defeated, and we're unconquerable.
There we go, we are underway!
The event is the brainchild of Britain's Prince Harry, who came up with the idea after attending the Warrior Games last year in Colorado. He met athletes like Army Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Dudek, who suffered a spinal cord injury after his convoy in Iraq was hit by an explosive device.
You could see in his eye that he was thinking, okay, these guys, you know, almost very few of us were really we're shaking his hand, but like, okay, but I got this race I'm about to do, so you're not as important as me beating this Marine next to me. And then that focus, and he was getting excited about that focus too.
Costs of transportation are being covered by the Fisher House Foundation, which supports families of wounded veterans. CEO Ken Fisher says the games are a celebration of perseverance.
In the end, it's about competition, and that's the greatest way to physically to get back out in the world when you've been wounded, is to say, you know what, I am. I've overcome this, and I am.
That's a view shared by everyone here. Cheshire says the ability to compete helped her finally accept her injury and continue being a role model for her daughters.
I felt like it shattered everything that I was and stood for, and I kind of had to take all those pieces and put it back together, and I feel stronger because of this.
For Army veteran Jeff Hopkins, who suffered a spinal cord injury in a motorcycle accident, the competition also is personal, a way to teach and inspire his 5-year-old son, Ethan.
I want my son to see, you know, he sees Daddy in a wheelchair, you know, but I want him to see that, you know, Daddy's an athlete. I want him to be wowed by Daddy.
You're a fighter, that you don't give up.
Well, that's it, yeah. I want him to see, you know, no matter what circumstances you find in your life, you got to continue going. I want him to understand that I can do anything, you know, and he can do anything in life.
Now these American veterans will take that message to the world, starting Wednesday in London. For CBS This Morning, Jan Crawford, Herndon, Virginia.